Why am I getting so many pings in Discord? My surgery was last week and everything went fine. I'm fully recovered now, which is great. Alright, let's take a look here. Alright guys, so pretty big day, I guess. Really big day, I mean, honestly. Who would have thought? But I haven't even read this kit yet, so this is going to be my initial reaction. I don't know how long this segment of the video is going to be. I mean, I hopefully won't make it too long, but I am, like, excited if you can't tell. But yeah, let's get to it. So he's a tank, which is what everyone wanted. I personally didn't want a tank. I wanted another attacker, but, you know, I guess bounty hunters need a second tank. I personally thought Cad Bane was our second tank, but that's a whole other story for a whole nother video. Okay. Anyways, let's take a look. Tank, bounty hunter, Hut Cartel. I am so, like, I haven't looked yet. I haven't looked at this kit, but guys, like, having a sub-faction in the bounty hunters with scoundrels is just, like, I'm probably more excited for that, like, the Hut Cartel tag, than Krrsantan and his kit. But, the Hut Cartel, like, I really am really pumped about this. So let's... Omicron and Grand Arena, not really pumped about that. If you guys know me, I'm not a really big Omicron Grand Arena guy. I like TW more than anything else right now, but I'll probably give it to him. So let's go to this kit and let's dive in. Knuckle Duster. I honestly like almost made up this kit like theoretically. I was like, his basic's gonna be called Knuckle Duster. I know it, and yeah, sure enough, Knuckle Duster. As you expect. Okay. Deal physical damage to all enemies, inflict potency down for 2 turns with a 10% chance to inflict shock. Shock's pretty cool. Bounty Hunters getting shock is pretty nuts. Potency down for 2 turns isn't bad either, but with a 10% chance to inflict shock for 2 turns. So that's kind of a low percentage. I mean, I'm not going to judge it right now, but like, look, 10%, it's like... When was the last time you saw anything that was 10% in the game other than that that Datacron that resets cooldowns? But this is 10%. We'll see. If all allies were Hut Cartel to start the battle, Krrsantan is taunting. So I'm assuming he starts off with tons of pre-taunt. Grammar's a little off. Inflict evasion down and shock on the target every 2 turns. Okay, so if all allies were Hut Cartel. And he's taunting. It's not a pre-taunt. Okay, I misread that completely. So he has to be taunting, and everyone has to be Hut Cartel. He'll inflict evasion down and shock, which is cool, and potency down. So that's a lot of debuffs, honestly. That's pretty cool. All right, special one, ferocious fusillade. Hope I said that right. If not, sorry. Final text: deal physical damage to target enemy, gain defense up, and taunt for 2 turns. Okay, so he has a 3-turn cooldown on his taunt. Oh, that's not too bad. 2-turn taunt would have been nice. It's nice to see taunts in this game where they're like recyclable. Like Bosk, for example, I think it's a 4-turn cooldown if I can remember, but it's like you get Frenzy for 3 turns, so it's like that taunt lasts for 3 turns or something like that, and you can just cycle. You guys know what I mean, but it would have been nice to see like gain taunt for 2 turns, cooldown of 2, or gain taunt for 3 turns, cooldown of 3. But we'll see. And recover 10% health and protection. Okay. If all allies were Hut Cartel, so assuming you gotta run him with a Hut Cartel group. Gain protection up 50%. He's a tank, by the way, so protection up's gonna be huge for 2 turns and recover 5% health. Okay, that sounds better. Okay. So it's like if you run him outside Hut Cartel so far, it's like meh. It's like subpar, but then when you run with Hut Cartel, it's like, okay, that's a real ability. Dismemberment, cooldown of 8. Jesus. Alright, let's see this animation. Okay, so you're not pulling the arms off of stormtroopers. That's unfortunate. Deal physical damage to target enemy and inflict disarm for 2 turns. Ooh, new debuff. Until Krrsantan's defeated and remove it from all other enemies. Okay, so it's one of those debuffs. It's like you only have 1 out at a time, and if you do it again, you move it to the person. Okay. Starts on cooldown. Interesting. Okay. All allies were Hut Cartel at the start of the battle. Increase the target enemy cooldowns. Okay, cooldown increases are always good. Those are always nice, which can be resisted if Krrsantan is taunting. Inflict ability block for 2 turns, and Krrsantan gains 50% max health stacking. So you can do it 2 times, but 8 turn cooldown. So we'll see how we can reduce it. That's cool. Disarm instead lasts until the end of the encounter until Krrsantan's defeated. Ah, okay. Interesting. So it's 2 turns normally, but if everyone's Hut Cartel, it's forever until he goes away, or until he uses it again, I guess. Disarm, 50%, minus 50% crit damage and offense. Ooh, sounds like a Moff Gideon. Doesn't stab crit damage down or offense down. Okay, that's fine. Whenever this character uses a basic ability, they gain a damage over time for 2 turns. Oh, that's interesting. So it's like, it feels like a bleed mechanic. That's kind of cool. So minus 50% crit damage and offense. That's awesome. That's really, really cool. Okay, so it's like, it's disarm. Yeah, you're literally taking away their weapon, quote unquote. Okay. Leader, formidable ferocity. Okay, so text, scoundrel allies have hellsteel, max health, max protection. Whenever Hut Cartel ally critically hit, they gain 5%. Okay, I'm not sure how I feel about that, about getting hit and you stack offense. That's kind of odd. When Krrsantan is in the leader slot and not in the ally slot, the following contract is active. Defeat the enemy leader. That's pretty simple. Let's just straight up kill him. Kill the leader. All bounty hunters have their payouts. All bounty hunters gain 25% health, still max health. So I can tell you right now from this leadership, it is not... You're not going to be running him as lead. Unfortunately, right now, in this day and age, a single Datacron can shoot you way past for the health steal. The max health is kind of cool, I guess. But I mean, I feel like boss lead. Like if you're trying to go with a healthy bounty hunter, so you go with boss lead, or you go with the potency bounty hunters. I personally haven't done potency bounty hunters because I'm a stickler for mods, but I know you can make some ridiculously thick bounty hunters with potency under Boba Fett lead. So, yeah, I'm probably gonna pass on lead. Unfortunately, I mean, like the leads that CG has made already, like the core leads like Jango, Bosk, and Aura. Well, now Sign and Jango, but I wouldn't count him as a core because not everyone uses him or even have him. But those leads are just so damn good. Like you're not gonna come up with a new lead that's gonna replace those because those were like borderline broken. Like Bosk lead is so good, Jango lead is amazing, and Aura is just awesome. So unfortunately, I mean, I'll give his lead a shot. I'm not saying his lead is bad. I'm just I'm not blown away by it. I'm not like this is the new lead. This is gonna, you know, this is it's okay. All right. Unique champion of the fighting pits, Zeta and Omicron. Okay. Start of the battle, he gains 30%. Where's the? Okay, so here's the GAC portion. So I'm assuming the Zeta is somewhere in here then. All right, so this is about the Omicron. So at the start of the battle, he gains 30% defense, max health. That's cool. Whatever. He loses taunt, recovers health and protection. Oh, that's also pretty neat. I like that. If all allies are Hut Cartel, man, so you have to run with a Hut Cartel crew. I'm not sure how I feel about that. At the start of each encounter, he gains taunt, speed up for 2 turns. Whenever he loses taunt, he gains. Okay, so you're gonna have a constant health and protection recycling on him. That's kind of cool. So whenever he loses taunt, he gains for 1 turn if the ally leader has more than 50% protection. So that's very similar to like reminiscent of like Bosk, because Bosk is he regains taunt if the weakest character on your opponent's team has protection. So if the ally leader slot has more than 50% protection. Okay, so damn, could you imagine running double tanks? I mean, you wouldn't run, I don't think you'd run double tanks in bounty hunters, but this is like, yeah, that's pretty good. I like that. I mean, it's not the cleanest mechanic to regain taunt, but it's possible. I don't know how we're going to accomplish it. I don't know what the team's going to look like yet. I mean, it's hard to theory craft with him right now, especially when knowing Jabba's going to come out. And it's just like, you know, do I put him now? Do I put him on the team or do I wait for Jabba? I don't know. But Anyways, and they even said there's gonna be more marquees, so who knows who else we're gonna get. The first time he is defeated, he revives. Wow, he has a revive? That's nuts. Oh, it's a delayed revive. That's cool. So he revives at 60% health and recovers 60% protection at the end of the ally leader's slot's turn. So if the ally leader's dead, then he's not coming back. That's a cool mechanic. I really like that. Dismemberment no longer starts on cooldown. That's probably the Zeta, I'm going to guess. Or the revive. Dismemberment no longer starts on cooldown, and its cooldowns reset at the start of the encounter. That last, those last like 2 sentences could be the Zeta. But he has a delayed revive. That's kind of cool. I like that a lot. That gives him a lot more defense viability because, like, yeah, that's gonna be interesting. So if you guys are familiar with like the way revives work in this game, a lot of characters revive with the turn meter they died at. All right, let's read the Omicron. While he's in Grand Arena, Krrsantan gains 4% max protection. Oh, all enemies have minus 30% potency. That's kind of wicked. I like that. That's pretty cool. Straight up just minus potency. But again, in this day and age, when we have datacrons, that's like one roll of a datacron right there. You know, that potency. So, so already this Omicron's looking kind of eh. But let's see. If all allies are Hut Cartel, I'm not sure. I mean, I'm excited for Hut Cartel, but I don't like how he's like, it's like, has to be Hut Cartel. I mean, it depends on who gets the Hut Cartel tag, I guess. You know what I mean? Like, I don't assume all bounty hunters are going to get it. If they do, that's cool. If not, who knows? I probably have to read up on that. I haven't read up on that. We'll do that at the end of the kit. Krrsantan's immune to ability block and cooldown increase. And for the first time, the ally leader slot excluding himself falls below 4% health. He taunts to turn ally leaders. Oh, that's cool. So he protects the ally leader. So he's like a... Oh, that's kind of cool. So immune to ability block is really nice. And cooldown. Yeah, I kind of like that one. I mean, we'll see. I mean... I'm assuming this is obviously meant for Jabba. Like, you know, we're all thinking GL Jabba for the leader. But, yeah, that's interesting. Well, that's interesting. I mean, I'm probably going to apply it anyways. I'm kind of obligated, aren't I? All right, let's read his payout. This is where I'm really curious. I want to see a good payout here. Okay. He gains 50% crit avoidance. That's awesome. Taunts. So, wow, he has a lot of ways to taunt. That's interesting. Okay, so he's gonna be like taunting left and right. That's really, really cool. Covers 4%. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, so you're definitely not running this guy with like Bosk and Grief because there's so much health and protection recovery going on here. Like Grief's gonna be healing him to like you're not either he's going to be at 100% health and Grief's gonna be healing him or vice versa. It's kind of weird. If the ally leader is a Galactic Legend and Hut Cartel, oh, well, I wonder who that could be. Krrsantan also gains damage immunity for 2 turns and 30% tenacity on the battle. So damage immunity for 2 turns is kind of cool. I'm assuming it can be dispelled, but that's still pretty cool because he's going to be taunting. So unless you have a character that can like immediately dispel the taunt and the damage immunity, then yeah, that's pretty interesting. All right, let's take a look at this Hut Cartel tag. Jabba's on Imperial Galactic Legends Hut Cartel units. Several marquees. Yeah. The faction tag. Marquees that directly support this new faction tag. Okay, so there's gonna be new marquees, unfortunately. Probably Bib Fortuna, maybe Salacious B. Crumb. Ganguard rework would be nice. Marquee units will be required with Jabba leader. Jabba. So does it say who's getting the faction tag? I mean, the only thing I don't have on here is the Ganguard, but it's only R3, so that's not a big deal. Everything else, I'm like, oh, 7-star Outrider. That's... Wait. I know the profundity. I'm not covering the profundity in this video, but, like, why is it that Dash is required here? Like, and not the Outrider? Like, oh, the Outrider is here. Okay. I figured the character would be here, but, okay. I mean, I guess it's all the same, right? So, we don't know who's getting the new tag, I guess, do we? I mean, I guess up here it kind of like... No. Maybe it's under the dev insights. Let's take a quick peek. So yeah, these are all characters I can see getting the Hutt Cartel tag. Dengar possibly. Like if you look at, remember the bounty episode of the Sauce of Ventress with Clone Wars. These are all characters that work for Jabba at one point or another. We just don't know who is getting the tag, do we? Do we? I guess we're just gonna have to wait, unless I'm blind or something like that. Like, I don't know, but yeah. I mean, I'm pretty pumped. This is gonna be a lot of fun. I was gonna take my dash to Relic 9 for the ship to be like super fast, but I guess this is my next R9. Yeah. Alright guys, that's gonna cover it for today's video. Yeah, we have a lot to talk about, honestly. Like, I kind of feel ready for Jabba. Profundity, I'm working on it. I don't think I'm gonna get it right away, but this is something obviously I'm prepared for. Am I gonna wheel on Krrsantan? Probably, and we'll figure out where he fits. It's kind of weird right now. Like I said, like it's like, do I try to fit him on a team that's a temporary home? Yeah, we'll figure it out. Real quick, just wanted to give you guys all a big thank you for all the support. Like I just said, I did have surgery last week. Everything went well. It wasn't a major surgery. I just had surgery on my sinuses, and it went well. I am doing much better. I feel better than I have in the last 5 years. And just want to say thank you for all the support. Thanks for reaching out. Really means a lot. And as always, guys, be sure to like, subscribe, and share this video with your Swogo, Bounty Hunter, Hutt Cartel, Scoundrel. Got a lot of tags now. All your friends, because we have a lot to talk about to the road to Jabba. Because holy moly, we are actually getting Jabba. I like it's crazy. Until then, guys, take care, and I'll see you all in the next video.